Hi, my name is Tom Stewart, and this is boystew.
Not this.
First off, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a place where I'm going to give unsolicited opinions about fashion. Why am I doing that? Because it will look really good on my CV. Hopefully, you haven't heard an opinion like mine before, because I am a generic gay white man.
This is definitely fruity.
First off, who am I to give my commentary? Well, I have a degree from Falmouth University and I own a vintage Gucci ring. So, look at the material.
Look at the material.
In this video, I will be reviewing the Oscars red carpets for 2021 because I couldn't come up with a better idea for a video to start with, and I think this will be quite funny. So, without me rambling on, I'm just going to jump straight into it. First up, we have got Zendaya in Valentino Haute Couture. It is a yellow sort of chiffon-y gown with a cutout underneath the chest and a sort of ruched bra moment. We stand. We always stand Zendaya. She looks great. There's not really much I have to say about this.
But why are you talking?
Because it's really good. I think there's a 70s kind of Bob Mackie Cher inspiration here. She looks stunning. Also, it's Valentino, and I'm absolutely massively biased to that. It's in a yellow colour, which I think he also showed in the most recent Valentino Haute Couture collection. It sings on her skin. The styling is great. The hair and makeup is great. The only thing I have a slight issue with is the proportion of the cutout. I like it. I'm like on the fence about it, but overall she looks great. We always stand Zendaya. I don't think she can really put a foot wrong. Next up, we have Margot Robbie. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I really don't like it, Kath.
I really don't like it.
I really hate it, Kathy.
I feel like Margot Robbie's stylist doesn't like her or has some sort of personal thing against her, because I don't think I've ever seen Margot Robbie on the red carpet and I've been like,
Gaga, you look so good.
it's ugly. She's in Chanel Haute Couture, I believe. It's not a pull from a collection. I believe this is custom, which makes this even worse. I think it's a metallic floral. It's either a metallic floral or it's just the way that the red carpet is shining on it that makes it look metallic. It's really dowdy. The styling is not great, which is a shame because I think she probably paid a lot for the stylist on this. The clutch is so heavy for kind of like a lacy negligee style dress. It's just bad. And I still don't think that someone like Margot Robbie, who's absolutely stunning, deserves to look like this on a red carpet. Margot Robbie, fire your stylist. Next up is Leslie Odom Jr. in Brioni and Cartier jewellery. When I saw the picture on the Vogue website, I wasn't sure on this because the gold kind of reads a little bit of a dull gold in the picture. But after doing a bit of research, I found that the gold is actually a bit more of a warmer colour. It's a lot more yellow and is a lot more flattering. I did prefer the way this was styled in the Brioni lookbook, but I do think it looks good. And the pictures that he put on his personal Instagram are much better than the way it looks here. I do appreciate the risk of doing kind of an all gold suit with a matching shirt. And I do like that they took the bow tie out of it that was in the lookbook. Overall, pretty good. Like it, really like the ring. Great.
Oh shit, on to the next one.
Next up is Viola Davis in Alexander McQueen. I feel bad because I love Viola Davis.
Don't do it.
But
Don't do it.
I hate this.
You need to leave!
I really don't like it. The top looks like it's not attached to the skirt. The way the lacing kind of goes into the skirt just doesn't seem like it's very well connected. I did look on Alexander McQueen's Instagram about the whole process behind it, and great, a lot of work went into it. I just don't think it's the most flattering on her. And again, I hate the clutch bag. I don't think it's awful. I do also hate these straps up here. But I don't know. I just don't think it's the most exciting gown for the Oscars. Next up is Regina King in Louis Vuitton. This is everything. This is incredible. I believe there's like a record-breaking amount of rhinestones and sequins that went into this gown. It's stunning.
Stunning.
The color is amazing. The way that the rhinestones kind of go down, rhinestones, as if they're just like cheap rhinestones from Amazon. These are obviously crystals. It's so good. It's so, so good. The shoulder detailing could have gone a bit kind of camp.
It was camp.
Which I also don't mind. But it's so flattering. She looks like a goddess in this. I like when Nicolas Ghesquier doesn't get to style it, if that makes sense. When he does these custom pieces for red carpet, they're always fantastic in comparison to the way he styles his collections for Louis Vuitton, which I tend to think is a little bit overdone, if you please. But I think this is great. She looks incredible. Everything about this gown is stunning. Next up is Laura Dern in, I don't know, but there seems to be a strong focus on it being Pomellato jewelry here. They posted on their Instagram about this look. I like it. I don't know if I love it, but is that just because I'm kind of over ostrich feathers? I think ostrich feathers read Drag Race contestant to me, like one of the New York queens that has a lot of money. I feel like it kind of reads that way. I like it. I don't know if I love it. I like that the black kind of top half of this is probably done to accentuate the earrings, which do look great here. And I guess if that's kind of the key focus of the look on Pomellato jewelry, then it makes sense. But I don't know. It's fine, I guess. I will just always see Laura Dern as Renata Klein.
Out of the fucking car!
And I feel like, would Renata Klein wear that? I don't know. Maybe. Next up is...
Not the banging!
Next up is Halle Berry in Dolce & Gabbana.
Fuck off!
And trash we hate. Why is anybody pulling a Dolce & Gabbana gown at the Oscars? Or anywhere, for that matter. Every picture I've seen of this so far, she seems to be kind of throwing the fabric up, which I would also throw up if I saw this. But it's just not nice. Despite the fact that it's Dolce & Gabbana, it's just bad. This dress gives me Heidi Klum energy. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I feel like people know what I mean if you know Heidi Klum, that this just gives me Heidi Klum energy. I don't like the colour. I feel like if you're gonna keep doing that to the dress where you pose with it, throwing the fabric up, it's probably because it doesn't look very nice when the fabric is down. I just don't like it. I just don't think it looks good. The colour is fine, but again, no one should be wearing Dolce & Gabbana on the red carpet or anywhere.
And that's on period.
Next up is Amanda Seyfried in Armani Privé. This is nice. She looks very classic. I originally thought this dress was going to be Oscar de la Renta because Amanda Seyfried does tend to wear a lot of Oscar de la Renta. I like this dress. I think it's an interesting way of doing these large tulle dresses, which I think we've seen on the red carpet for a really long time now. I do like that the tulle is kind of pleated and then fitted up the bodice into this kind of sweetheart neckline with the excess tulle kind of coming over the top. I like it. Part of me wanted to hate it for some reason, and I don't know why, but it does actually look quite good. It's such a classic kind of styling. This looks nice. I like it. I think it looks good. I don't know why I sound so unsure whether it looks good or not. It looks good. She looks great. Next up is Reese Witherspoon in Dior. This ain't it. This just ain't it. The belt. I know Maria Grazia at Dior is kind of synonymous with these skinny belt things. It didn't need it, this dress, I don't think. I preferred the way it was styled on the runway, where it was more of a kind of one strap coming off of the shoulder, rather than the two kind of coming up here. I don't like the different tones of red in this very much. I just don't think it's very flattering on Reese Witherspoon, who I absolutely adore. The belt. It's the belt for me. It's the belt for me. It just doesn't do it at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, her.
This is her in Dundas and Chopard jewelry. I like this a lot, actually. I think it's quite playful. This is quite different for the Oscars. I think a lot of the time in the Oscars, people try and do something that's very classic and gowny and chic, and I like that this is a different take on that. There's definitely a kind of slightly Middle Eastern interpretation in this, which I really enjoy. And the colour really sings on her skin. I like the styling of the choice of the glasses with this as well, to kind of make it a little bit more of a playful and casual look. There's a little bit of detailing on the bottom of the trouser of this as well. It's more of a design than kind of what seems like rather sort of randomly placed jewels across the sheer fabric, and I like the way that it's done at the bottom of the trouser. I think that's really, really nice. I think this makes a statement on the carpet. It definitely stands out from people. Her hair's looking great. She's stunning. We stan. This is great. Next up is Maria Bakalova in Louis Vuitton. It's a safe gown. I like it. Again, it's a very classic look, which I think is a very kind of on-trend thing to do at the Oscars, is just to give kind of old Hollywood glamour. I like it. I don't know if the skirt is a different color to the top half of this. I think the skirt is almost an ivory tone. It's not quite white, whereas the top is a stark white with these little kind of crystal bits on it. I think she looks nice. I think this is a nice gown to wear. I don't know if it necessarily like blows me away, but I think she looks really pretty. The tulle is nice. It's not these giant tulle cupcake gowns, which I think we've all become a little bit sick of by now. So I like this dress, and I think it's good for her to take a classic take on the red carpet. Next up is Olivia Colman in Dior Haute Couture. Again with the belt, it's still there. And the giant clutch. I just don't love that. However, what I do love is the shoes.
Get the shoes, baby, get the shoes.
I remember like the first time I saw this thing, I just couldn't stop looking at the shoes. The shoes are girl boss, but like they're not one girl boss. They are individual girl bosses coming together to be a girl buy. And I will buy into that pyramid scheme because these shoes are really nice. It's red.
I think the fuck not, you trick ass bitch.
Next up is Angela Bassett in Alberta Ferretti. It's fine, it's safe. This woman doesn't age. She literally doesn't age. She's incredible. The dress is okay. I don't know from the back if this looks like a giant bow, and I severely hope it does. It doesn't blow me away as a gown. I think a lot of the time on the red carpet, Angela Bassett tends to do something a little bit safe. It's a little bit kind of expected in a way. I don't really see her do much of a statement. These sleeves are a statement, but they're kind of not. Do you know what I mean?
No!
I like the styling of this overall. I think she looks stunning because I don't think she can't not look stunning. But it's nice. It'll do. Next up is Carey Mulligan in Valentino Haute Couture. We stan. This is stunning. This is a direct pull from the Valentino Haute Couture collection. It looks amazing. I love this the first time I saw it come down the runway. I love that it is like such a classic gold color, but the way the sequins are laid almost makes it look like liquid metal. It's such a flattering gown on her. The cutout is the perfect proportion for her. It's so good. It literally looks so, so good. I love this whole collection, the Valentino Haute Couture collection. I love that they introduced menswear into that collection as well. It's just so nice. I think it's a great way. I think a lot of the time a theme at the Oscars is to come dressed as an Oscar, but I think this is kind of the right way to do it. Gold always tends to be a really common color palette throughout the Oscars, throughout the years of the Oscars. And this looks great. She honestly looks incredible. I love that everything else is kind of paired back for this as well, because this could easily go a little costumey because of the proportion of the gown, because it is so huge, but I think it looks great. I think she looks fantastic. I will say that for anybody that wears Valentino on the red carpet, because I am a Valentino stan. I love it. I think she looks fantastic. I love it.
I love it.
Next up is Vanessa Kirby in Gucci.
Hello, Vanessa.
I didn't love this. It's a column gown with a train with like a kind of slightly sweetheart neckline. The thing I hate about this, not hate, I don't like it, is the cutout under the bustier going into the skirt. I don't think it's the most well placed. I can't see whether there's a sheer fabric over that or whether it's just a simple cutout. But I don't really like it. I don't think the color necessarily works that well on her skin tone. I think the makeup is also a little bit heavy for this, or very severe for what seems like quite a kind of dainty and pretty gown. The fabric is very stiff, and it reminds me of the Saoirse Ronan dress that she wore a few years ago at the Oscars. I think that was Calvin Klein. It reads similarly to me, but I really like that gown because it wasn't super kind of figure hugging. I just don't really respond to this that well, and I don't really see Alessandra Michele's Gucci in this. I think I see this as something very simple and classic. It almost reads a little bit Charles James, but It's not for me.
Not for me. Fucking not for me. There's something in that that tastes like shit.
I just don't like it. I don't really think it does too much for Vanessa Kirby, who, by the way, we stan her in The Crown. I miss her in The Crown. But it's fine. I don't know. Next up is Lakeith Stanfield in Yves Saint Laurent, and this is so hot.
It's straight, it's hot, and it lasts.
This is so hot. I think everybody kind of noticed this when it first went on, like, online. This is so sexy. It's such a different take on menswear for the red carpet. I think it's a boiler suit or a jumpsuit. It's so 70s and so slick. And the styling is really casual with it, but also still has that kind of black tie, red carpet appeal. It's so nice. I really, really, really like this. It's this collar. I'm a sucker for a giant collar myself. I think it's so flattering on so many different people, and it instantly gives you that kind of 70s vintage feel. This is so good, and it's so hot. And I'm like,
Disgusting!
Next up is Glenn Close in Armani Privé. I believe this is custom. I like this. It feels age appropriate. I really like the kind of satin deep blue trouser underneath. I think that's really nice. I like the glove with this because I think it kind of amps up the styling. There's a slight kind of 20s vibe with this. I think it's to do with the neckline and then the beading going down. The only thing I don't really love about this is the way that this geometric pattern going down the front gradiates out at the bottom. I think it just looks like some of the rhinestones or the sequins fell off. Do you know what I mean? Like around the bottom where the squares kind of fade out, there's just these little lines of gaps in the beading that I think just look like it's just fallen off. Like she rubbed up against something, a few of the beads fell off and they were like...
Look like I'm going for a swim.
Yeah, it's okay. I think she looks good. It's Glenn Close. Everyone loves Glenn Close. Glenn Close but no cigar.
I'm shocked.
Next up is Daniel Kaluuya in Bottega Veneta. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I think the fit is slightly off. I don't know if I assumed he was going for more of that kind of casual fit. If we reference, I think it was the SAG Awards where he was wearing the Louis Vuitton like pajama style thing. I think he tries to do this sort of more casual interpretation of red carpet. I like the necklace and I like the blazer, but I think when we get to the trouser, it doesn't quite fit in the way that it was intended to. If you're going for that relaxed fit, you really need to lean into that. But for me, this just feels like they don't quite fit right. Also, I hate a t-shirt under a blazer. I think it just gives me like young tech CEO or like a young gaming CEO. It just doesn't do much for me. Big fan of Daniel Kaluuya. I remember him in Skins. I always think of him in that Black Mirror episode as well. That's kind of what I remember Daniel Kaluuya from, and of course Get Out. But this is great. I'm glad to see him climbing up the Actors Guild, but I would like to see something a little bit more tailored from him. From his stylist, as this just doesn't quite read that well due to the fit. Next up is Sacha Baron Cohen. Oh god, I hate it. I don't like it. He looks like a reverend at a, sort of like a local fair. Do you know what I mean by that? Like, it's all kind of fine, but it's not very exciting. And also, I need to put out a public PSA right now. This like loafer with the no socks kills me.
This bitch disgusting.
Like, I hate it. It gives me like Joey Graceffa. It's just not it. I just think it doesn't it's a trend that's kind of been and gone, and I think we need to start delivering better men's footwear on the red carpet because I'm sick of this. I don't really have much more to say about it, to be honest. I just really wanted to say something about the loafers and the socks because I just really hate that. Next up is Andra Day in Vera Wang. Again, gold trend, gold. I think this is nice. This is really sexy. It's very disco. Obviously, it's kind of these draped sequin metallic fabric. There's something off about it. Andra Day is incredibly stunning, and I think she could make a bin bag look good if it was draped in a corner. I just think one of the straps needs to go.
Two queens stand before me.
It's probably this one coming across from the top of the bustier going into the neck. I don't love the way that that double strap is kind of cutting her off. I probably understand that it's to do with the structure of the dress and how it needs to be held up in that way. Other than that, I think she looks amazing and she is stunning and the hair's great. and the shoes are great. Yeah, it's good. I just hate the double straps. Next up is Riz Ahmed and Fatima Fahim Mirza. He, I believe, is in Prada. I think he's in Prada. And I believe that Fatima is in Valentino. I think Fatima's is a direct pull from the Couture collection as well, which is having its moment on this red carpet, which I love. I can't see too much of the silhouette of the dress, but from what I remember from the collection, it's kind of this sort of draped capelet style thing in this sort of very light blue, almost Tiffany's blue, but with a little bit less green in it. I think she looks great. I think she looks stunning. Obviously, the moment was when he like fixed her hair on the red carpet. But I love it. I think she looks gorgeous. I do like the red shoe with it. I was really hoping, I know no one would do this, but I was really hoping we'd see those giant gold platform heels on the red carpet, but we haven't quite seen those, which is a shame. I really wanted to see those, but he looks nice. In terms of Riz, he looks great. It's very suave. It's very sexy. I love the shoes he's wearing. Again, I just mentioned briefly that I hate those like loafers with no socks. This is a really nice red carpet menswear shoe. Again, though, it's that t-shirt blazer thing. Like, I feel like I'm gonna get gaslighted by someone in a blazer and a t-shirt. I just don't love it, but I think that's probably because I've experienced many gamer men in that outfit, and it just doesn't do anything for me. I just don't really like it. But other than that, I think they both look great. They tend to complement each other really nicely on the red carpet, and I think this is a good look from Fatima as well. So yeah, it looks great. Next up is Celeste in Gucci. Celeste, I think, is one of the Gucci darlings at the moment. She does these kind of dark, don't take this the wrong way, but like circusy looks a lot on the red carpet. I really like this. I love this kind of Harlequin style print that's like pleated. So I imagine if she were to like lift her arms, it would kind of spread out and be really gorgeous. I like that she takes all these kind of fashion risks, and I understand who Celeste is on the red carpet. I think this print is a nod to possibly the fall 2021 collection we just saw, which is the Balenciaga, not collaboration, but also obviously a collaboration. I think it's a nod to that because it kind of reads Jockey Savoy Club. And also with the rhinestone heart, which was a key accessory on that runway as well. I like this. I think a lot of people didn't like this very much, but I like the risks that she takes, and I do get like kind of sad, dark clown.
You look like a fucking clown.
But in a really nice way. I love that kind of thing. So I like this. I like that she takes risks, and yeah, this is one of my top looks of the night actually. Next up is Common Domingo in Versace.
I'm currently in Versace.
I appreciate the risk. Do I love the execution? No. It's a hot pink 3-piece suit with sequins on the... It's bold. Yeah, this gives me like Caesar Flickerman on Chromatica.
Let's stay playful together.
I don't like it. Like, let me be honest, I just don't like it. I just don't think it's that nice. I think Versace does tacky in nice ways. This is not necessarily one of the nice ways in which Versace does tacky, to be honest with you, but it's fine. It's okay. It's not. I don't like it. And finally, we have Alan Kim in Thom Browne. I just wanted to highlight this because I love this. I love that Alan Kim is like the little Thom Browne kid now. I really, really like it. I am obsessed with Thom Browne's kind of short suits. I think that's definitely a different take on a suit that isn't kind of a massive risk, but I think for a kids wear look, this is the perfect kind of choice to go with. It's got that classic kind of Thom Browne sportswear vibe through it with the stripe down the sock. He looks like he loves it. He's giving me like Bebo pose.
Soldier boy, tell him.
But I love this, and I think it's exciting to see Thom Browne, who's a very kind of tailored menswear designer, to mix with children's wear in a way, and I think it's a collaboration that could go a lot further. Thom Browne has a sort of whimsical quality to a lot of his work that I think kind of lends itself a little bit to children's wear, especially like formal children's wear. So I love this, and I think it's great, and I'm excited to see Alan Kim take further risks on red carpets. I think it's great. I really love it. Okay, my laptop's dead, so that is the end of the Oscars red carpet review. This was my first video, so be nice. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. I obviously want to hear from you what kind of videos that you want to see from me. I was thinking about doing some profiles on designers. I'd probably do some more carpet reviews.
I love it. I love it. And it gives me that buzz.
If you like my content, please do the whole YouTube thing where it's like, comment, subscribe, share, retweet, I don't know. Yeah, if you enjoyed watching an episode of boystew, then welcome to the world of boystew. My Instagram is linked below. Thank you to my friend Erin for letting me use the setup as I don't have the funds to get a camera.
Broke people should never laugh!
And yeah, I will hopefully see you in the next video, whenever that is, whatever that is. Cheers. Bye.